as Maryland tips that back to Syracuse, and the Orange start off with a rock. As you're looking at the starting five with Burrows, Woolley, Velez, Wood, and Verjao starting things out for Syracuse. Off the deck, Velez with the flood pass. Baseline three, good. We saw that in practice earlier.
Where she is, that's too easy of a shot.
Take the lead there by 2. Schmeichel sends it around the perimeter. And how about the response? About them losing the last game at home. This is a place that they've been able to protect in years past as another look.
Specifically packing in that paint, making it absolutely difficult for Maryland to get into the box.
This look, perfect as it has been absolutely phenomenal watching Cooper Flagg take the floor in the helm for.
McDaniel's a player, she's always thinking that next best action mentality. She's not gonna hang over the previous possession. She's gonna continue to work. She's a workhorse.
For Syracuse, short on the attempt. Gets her own miss, another one, finds the bottom of the net there.
Pick up that energy.
They are one of their last 11, and that one is much needed. Cheyenne Sellers finally on the board. Now just less than 10. Schmidt sends it to the corner. A nice look at the rim. Another look outside. Burrows! Of how this team has done a complete 180 on the defensive end. Shooting amongst the trees. Up and under. Kyra Wood finding space for the 2. Shot clock violations, not playing stagnant, has to be the priority, and it looks as such. Woolley off the bounce for 2. Count it.
It's that defense. That defensive energy is what fuels the offense. But Syracuse, they got to get back in transition. Maryland, they like to get out and go.
Could fix the laces on the ball.
It's a great find by Bree McDaniel. She played point guard in her day, so she has that IQ. She can make the great reads.
Cheyenne Sellers with 5 points. Sends it off to the corner, and another bucket for Bree McDaniel. McDaniel has had the hot hand to start the second quarter, looking to add more, and does. 9-0 run for the Terps. Again, that we can have against our defense, we have to gang defend. Dowsey underneath, gets another one.
Get into the film room, take on more of a point guard position as she gets the steal here. That energy from Bree McDaniel is so contagious. She is the X factor, a difference maker in this game. But again, she gave it right back to her big. Excellent pass there.
And that's how you sustain a run as well. But when you did that from the corner, how about Poffenbarger and the ESPN app?
Got all East Coast, West Coast coming.
Poffenbarger sends it outside. Kubek with Maryland, because after having discussion with my parents, they said, have they delivered on everything? And she said, yes, has grown so much as Maryland continues to pile on the points underneath. So we're even at 14 for points in the paint. But Maryland has really turned it up a notch on the defensive end. Another look underneath. Outside the tip, no good for the first look for Syracuse. Dowsey switches positions in the paint and gets it. Tapping the ball at the top of the key. That was deflected, so no look there for Syracuse. Up the floor as Burrows able to intercept that one. Velez, 2-on-1 opportunity and gets the roll. Is doing here and fully trusts how she challenges this team. Deflection, gets it back, the cleanup good for Kyra Wood. He just rolls off the front edge for Sinai Wilson.
How about seeing her on the floor?
And an easy look underneath for Allie Kubek. Syracuse on a bit of a run. after cutting into that deficit at halftime.
But it starts on this end. They're going to have to get stops to scores. You can't let easy buckets like that happen. But easier said than done because, again,
behind her, she was trying to work her way up the court. Camp had numbers as Wilson was trying to see if she can get it underneath, but of course, Kyra Wood cleaning up. Now seeing her live out her dreams on the professional level.
such an amazing talent. Obviously, one of the huge reasons why Syracuse was so successful last season. Able to make that run, came to a close loss against UConn.
How about Kyra Wood? Boffenbarger thought about it, sends it back to Tibiasu for the triple. Gotta love the pace in which Dominique Camp plays with the three outside. You gotta like that too. Chipping away indeed, but Ali Kubek preventing that.
Great move by Bree McDaniel.
What you do when you have a player that you say right away, I want her in the foxhole with me, as well as Isabel Verjao, able to get on the board as well. Woolley finally gets a bucket in the second half. Points and 9 rebounds, looking for that double-double. First look, gets the rebound, and there you got it. Double-double in the points.
I like that foot on the glass.
2-possession game with Syracuse surging. They're outscoring Maryland by 3. Schmeichel rims that one in the right place for that rebound. Woolley miss Sophie Burrows that leaked out, but called her own number and gets the 2.
Now you see this is exactly what Syracuse needs to continue to do. That intensity on the defensive end, capitalize, and get a bucket on the other side.
Georgia Woolley with 17 points leading the way for Syracuse. You gotta think this is really gonna come down to the final few seconds. Also seeing back-to-back ACC teams. And Verjao not happy with that last call. That will be her 5th if it stands.
To see Wood get a touch. Or Burrows.
Why not?
I am mad at the 3.
Still a 2-possession game, just down 6 for the Orange. Plenty of time. Been a fun 4th quarter with Syracuse edging Maryland by 3. Schmeichel. Why not? Talk about defense for Syracuse. She challenged them. She said the last 2 practices have been all defense. Believe that they responded very well. She said giving up 84 points to anybody. I don't care if it's the Lakers. That's not what we do, and it's a recipe for a disaster. And holding Maryland to 77 right now, you have to be thrilled.
Yeah, and they've